Hey, Kazaroo.
Hey, Monkey Roo.
Oh, so now I'm half monkey, half Roo. Hey,
Yep,
guys.
you're part of me, I'm part of you, so hey.
Are kangaroo and orangutans even get along?
I have no idea.
Hey, Elisa, Junie. Let's see. I saw Leonard Love, I think. Yep.
Yep, you
Jennifer
sure did.
Cooley. Another
Magenta.
baby. Another baby missing in action with this family. Oh, God.
You like that, Leonard. I thought it was funny too. Monkey Roo.
Hey, Kimberly.
And
So we have
it's not
another
that.
baby.
Oh, see, she's interrupting me already.
Go ahead, baby.
I was just going. Somebody mentioned it's late for us ladies. It's late for Ma, but it's not late for me. It's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon here in Aussie. Hey, Raybird.
I took a power nap today. Hey, Raybird. Probably.
It's all yours, my darling.
I didn't wake up till 10 p.m. tonight. I'll probably be up all night.
Oh no.
Okay, so we have another baby missing. That's coming off to me right off the bat that the parents definitely have something to do with this.
Hi, my elderly cats. Meow.
Hey, my elderly cat, did you just meow?
Yes,
Oh, gosh, what are we going to do with her?
I'm in a weird mood.
So, what are your guys' thoughts on little baby Quinton Simon?
Wow. Yeah, Raybird. This case is yet another heartbreaking case. Hey, Kimberly.
It reminds me so much of like just like it just I kind of feel the Megan Boswell situation. I kind of feel Casey Anthony's situation.
Mm,
I just the Oakley situation, the Harmony situation. Hey,
yeah,
Craving.
Raybird is stinking cute. Hey,
Unbelievable.
Ashley.
But we did a deep dive into these people, guys, and at the end we're going to show you what these we only did a report on Grandma and Leilani and her
Mm-hmm.
boyfriend, but
Mm-hmm.
the leaves don't fall far from the tree. But let's start with this News Nation video real quick. We'll wait a couple more minutes. About a minute. Everyone have a good weekend. Hey, Ashley.
Weekend. That's so long ago, Ma. It's Tuesday here. Catch up.
It's Sunday. How
Oh,
is
I
it
know it's
Tuesday
Monday.
there? It's got to be Monday.
It is Monday. I've just seen
I
you.
mean, what are you trying to tell us? You're going to start lying to us now and trying to make us think you're 2 days ahead?
Are you calling me a fibber? I don't lie.
Kaz, do you
Don't
hear her,
lie.
guys, talking about it's Wednesday in Australia?
Oh, look, I lose track of days. I'm old and senile. Hey, Jennifer Cooley. Hi, darling.
Well, I'm going to be 32 soon.
Up. Oh, who's telling fibs now?
All right, let's just listen to the News Nation article. Then we're going to run down the timeline and a couple of the videos and the dispatch audio and things like that. And then we're going to share these lovelies background checks.
Mm.
You know, though, there was 3 kids, and it makes you wonder why this one. But we'll get into all that because grandma has custody, this one, that one. The babysitter's watching the kid while she's, on the porch smoking. And when the babysitter walks out, she like runs back in the house so she can't be seen. Like, very strange.
Mm.
But this little boy is absolutely gorgeous. Tell me if you can hear it.
Investigators in Georgia are trying to find a missing toddler. The 20-month-old boy has been missing for 4 days now. When his mother woke up and saw the door was opened and the little boy was gone.
Okay.
Brett Buffington from our News Nation affiliate WSAV has the details.
Complaint about her 1-year-old son is missing. She woke up, her door was
9:42
open.
Wednesday morning. Quinton Simon's mom told 911 her little boy was gone.
She woke up, her door was open. And he's unable to open the door. Thinks someone came in and took him.
Since that 911 call, the search for Quinton has been expansive, with 2 helicopters, a drone, police on horses, and tracking dogs. Quinton Simon hasn't been seen in 4 days.
And I need everybody to help, everybody that knows anything, everybody. He's just a baby.
Quinton's grandmother told us the story her daughter, Quinton Simon's mom, Lelani Simon, told the police doesn't make sense. Quinton's grandfather told us the child's mother has lied to the family before.
Because she's lied to us so many times. And I don't know, it's just bad to say, but she just likes to lie.
Since Quinton disappeared, we've learned that his mom and her boyfriend were being evicted.
I want to get my hand on this document, so I had to pause it real fast, guys. 1 second. I want to see what it says on top. www.chamcourts.org, Kaz. This is Oh, you can't see it on the... Yeah, it's on the document. I know, Raybird. I have a feeling... I mean, this is just like... it's almost... These things are turning into broken records, and it's absolutely scary. And when Chisme was joking around, Chisme said that she was going to put on her Facebook page that if anybody doesn't want their children, just go ahead and send them to MonkieMar. I'm going to open my door one day and have like 10 little kids out there.
Well, you can always put them on an airplane and send them over to Australia to me.
I can put them on the black market and sell them for $500. I'm only kidding, guys. I'm kidding.
Good job, I know
right,
you are.
Junie? I love his little face. I told Kaz I can't believe how cute he is. Hey, Kimberly. Exactly, Kimberly. Exactly. Drop him off at my house. I don't have any grandkids yet. I'll grandbaby all of them. But I'm going to get my hand on this document right now, so I'm not going to be watching chat, Kaz. Give me a minute.
Okay.
From this home where the little boy was last seen, a day before this eviction was filed, this incident report says Quinton's mom, Lelani...
Mom's in the chat. Yeah, Warlike Ralph. I don't know why Zav has got this fascination with Kylie. I really don't. This is a perfect example where we need to get the word out about this beautiful 20-month-old boy that needs to be out there. She could give Kylie a break, in my opinion. Just my opinion, anyway.
I mean, you don't think Kaz and I have watched that fire video and go back and we see Kylie's car going in there? But what are we going to say, guys? Do you think it was Kylie's car? No, it was someone else's car. There's probably a couple cars down there at the end of the day. But you also have to remember, as Kaz and I did serious research, Kylie is the first person to ever drive her car into that lake. It has never happened before. Now, was there foul play getting her in the lake, or was she... I don't know. I still think something's weird, but I'm not just going to keep every single day and people going after the mother. And I just can't be a part of it. I can't be a part of it.
And her mother, Billie Jo Howell, got into a fight. The report says Quinton's uncle told the cops Lelani had a history of stealing from the family and using the money to buy drugs. Federal agents are helping with the search. On Thursday, we watched as the FBI searched dumpsters, drain pipes, ditches, and the woods. This family holding on to the hope that Quinton will be found alive.
Look at him.
He hugs me. He wants me to pick him up and play with him.
So far, there has been nothing investigators have found to lead them any closer to answering where is
His
Quinton.
eyes.
Reporting in Chatham County, Georgia, Brett Buffington for News Nation.
Eyes.
He's a
His
cute little
eyes.
guy.
Hmm.
They seem to come from the Carolinas, the family, but we'll get into that um, afterwards. But I found a really good article and a timeline on him that shares some interesting videos. I don't know what's going on in this world. I kind of feel like I don't know. I keep getting the Kylie Anthony because we know that they were getting evicted. I mean, would you really go as far as to hurt one of your children so that what you don't get evicted or like I don't see the end game. And why him? Was that grandma's favorite? I mean,
Well, he was the baby, wasn't he? So stranger things, unfortunately, have happened.
how old? So I know there's two boys and there's little Sky. Now, I think Sky is actually still in, or is he the one that's still in Pampers at his age? Ashley, a lot of people no. Do I think that it's a done deal because we see her car going in the water? No. We all knew that her car went in the water because she was found in the water. And even at the end of the day, even if she was drunk and she drove herself into the water, I'm sorry, Sammy was 18. Sammy was drinking with her. Sammy left her at the party, and somebody is responsible for Kylie's death. And I haven't changed my mind on Sammy. I still feel the same way.
And just before we stop talking about Kylie, I was listening. I occasionally listen to Judy Ron, and this one time I listened to Judy Ron. He was flabbergasted when this footage came out, and he was so aghast that the law enforcement hadn't accessed this footage themselves. He rang and spoke to the detective and asked, copper to copper, why hadn't you accessed this footage from the fire camera? And they said, because it's on federal land. We didn't know how to access it. And they said, well, it's on, you've got YouTubers accessing it and they've seen the footage. And he says, well, it doesn't always stay on Prosser. And he says, no, but on that day it did. So now FBI now has that footage and they are enhancing the actual footage of the time frames of when the cars are coming down to the lake and if they can see if it is actually Kylie's car that hits the water. So thank God
Well,
the FBI have got it.
well, I'm gonna have to say it was definitely Kylie's car that hit the water since Kylie's car was found right
Yeah,
around that area. But it still doesn't mean that there was no foul play. I mean,
exactly. And if they
it's
can enhance the footage, because we all know Sammy's sister even said that Sammy came home wet. Why? Why would Sammy's sister say she came home wet? Why was Sammy wet? But anyway, that's enough about Kylie. It's all about Quinton now.
yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see because we still don't even know where her. I mean, they don't even mention having her phone yet. So yeah, that's just something we're gonna
Oh,
have.
apparently the FBI has that.
Well, then the phone was there too. I mean, but at the end of the day, Kylie was 16 years old. She was at a
Hmm.
party with somebody who claimed that she was with her the whole time, drinking with her, and then she claimed that Kylie was too drunk, so she left her and she went home.
Yeah,
So somebody is responsible for Kylie's death.
exactly.
Oh, we're going to show it at the end, Grammy. We're going to show you how wonderful the apple does not fall far
Oh
from
yeah,
the
we've got it all.
tree. Okay,
Raybird Sky
so
is 4 months old and Zane is 3. Thank you, Raybird.
so I'm just going to get into this. I want to listen to this real fast, and then we're just going to get into the timeline real quick, and then we are going to listen to the babysitter, and then we're going to go over um their background reports, the boyfriend, the Lelani, and the mother. God.
Owning a business comes with pressure.
You look like you're under pressure, lady. You need your neck adjusted. There you go.
We are on yet another day with no sign of little Quinton Simon. The toddler was last seen at his home on Wednesday morning. Tonight, the child is still considered a missing person. Chatham County's Police Chief Jeff Hadley says Quinton's case will stay that way until he has a reason to believe otherwise. This morning, Chief Hadley talked to county commissioners. He told them investigators are working 18-hour days looking for a break in this case. When he left the commission meeting, the chief talked with WSAV lead investigative reporter Brett Buffington.
I mean, I still hold on to hope, and the Elizabeth Smart case comes to my mind, many years ago in Utah, I believe is when it was that she was gone for several months and she ended up, being found. So, if I can hold on to that hope, if there's something that we can glam onto and keep us moving, then we're going to do that.
Now, Brett is live tonight with new information about this case. Now, Brett, we know there have been some tense moments at the home where this little boy was living. I understand that you know more about the conditions there tonight.
Yeah, Ben, we got an incident report from a case back in September where police were called there after a fight between the mother of this child, Lelani, and her mother, Billie Jo Howell. Lelani Simmons, of course, Quinton's mother. We learned from that incident report this fight was over laundry, but just a day later is when that eviction notice was filed. Of course, we have an entire timeline that we're working to put together now to show you minute by minute, essentially from that moment in September to where we are right now. The police chief earlier today telling us that he's simply holding on to hope. The grid search from what we saw on Wednesday and on Thursday, it wasn't what we saw today. The police chief here telling us that he essentially will have his investigators out in certain areas that they have a reason to be in now. Of course, that means that you won't see those massive searches like we saw on Wednesday and on Thursday. Of course, he told us again that he's holding on hope that this will still be a missing persons case and that one day soon they will find little Quinton and get him back home to where he belongs. Of course, they haven't had any tips in this case coming in. They haven't had a lot of input from the public. That is a sighting or a reason to think that this is anything more than a missing person. The chief has told us in the past during this case that if they have a reason to think this was, for instance, an abduction, that's when they will put out that Amber Alert or a Levi's call. But right now, they simply just don't have the evidence for that. Of course, we're working to get that full timeline for you up on WSAV.com right now, and we will have it for you coming up tonight on the news at 11. For now, though, we're live at Chatham County Police Headquarters. I'm Brett Buffington, WSAV.
Is that a jail behind him? Like, I've never seen a building like that. Hey, Shay Shay. Is that a jail?
It looks like it.
That's a weird building. Why did I stop that?
I don't know.
I don't get. So what I'm thinking is So the weird thing is that we know that the babysitter babysat the 3 kids. She only charged for 2. It was like $15 a day, and then she watched the baby for free. But we're going to listen to her interview. But when the boyfriend calls and tells her that they don't need her to babysit that day, and then he says, "Oh, have you seen the kid 2 hours later?" I think maybe it was the night before that, or when Grandma went to work. We don't know what time Grandma goes to work, but we hear she works every day.
Could you make that a bit bigger, sweetheart, please? Because I'm blind as a bat. Thank you.
You're welcome. So the 8th, Billie Jo Howell wanted her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend evicted from the house. This is September. She filed for eviction, and according to the document, she didn't want any money, just her 22-year-old daughter, Lelani, and her boyfriend, Daniel Youngkin, and the 3 kids to leave quickly. So there's the first contradiction. Because a lot of people which I don't know what the truth is yet, but a lot of people are stating that the grandmother has full custody of these kids and she wanted Leilani to leave, but she wanted to keep the kids. But if that is the case, then this is either a typo or that's not the case. See, that's where you have to try to decipher through the bullshit.
Mm.
What do you think, Kaz?
Yeah, that's a contradiction right in the first paragraph.
Big contradiction. And then she wrote that Howell wrote that they damaged her property and no one is living in peace. The 16th September. Leilani and Daniel found out about the eviction, but SWAV now knows as recently as last Wednesday the two were still living there. That gets us to Wednesday, the morning little Quinton was last seen. 5:29 a.m., Diana McCarta, who babysits Quinton, got a text message. She told us it was Quinton's mom saying McCarta didn't have to watch the kids that morning. And I thought she says that Daniel was the one that texted her, but we'll hear what she says in the interview. Then the police told us the boyfriend, who we know now is Daniel, left for work at 6 a.m. Police say that's the last time Quinton was seen. So he claims that he saw him then. At 9 a.m., another text goes to the babysitter, this time from a grandparent asking if she had seen the toddler. The 911 call to report Quinton missing was placed 42 minutes later.
Very strange.
So, this is the strange part. So, then we get into Leilani told police that Quinton's father took the child. The family said that story didn't make sense, and by 2:30 that afternoon, police said the father wasn't involved. So, question, is this Daniel is not the father, biological
No,
father? So,
no,
is
he's
this
not.
Daniel that they speak of or the biological father?
The biological father.
Okay. Wednesday night, the efforts to find Quinton involved the FBI, 2 helicopters, a drone, police on horses, tracking dogs, and officers going door to door. Thursday, we watched federal agents search ugh, dumpsters, ditches, drain pipes, and the woods. October 9th, Chatham County Police say that they will be recanvassing some specific areas. This is yesterday, as they continue to work to find Quinton. According to police, volunteers are not yet needed. That to me says a lot. The FBI continues to provide assistance and support. New WSAV News 3 also obtained dispatch audio from last Wednesday, and this is it right here.
Dispatch chat on 7 Alpha 2, 7 Alpha 1, County West Sergeant. We have a signal 56, 535, Bocaulta Road, 535, Bocaulta Road. Complaint advised her 1-year-old son is missing. She woke up, her door was open, advising he's unable to open the door. Thinks someone came in and took him. It's going to be a tan-skinned child with dark brown hair, green, blue eyes. Last seen at 6 a.m. this morning.
350 received.
Is Lelani and her.
Wait a second. I know, guys, I'm nuts. I know. I know I'm nuts. Kaz tells me every day. Did they say a dark skin?
Yes.
Which dark skin, yellow skin, black skin, purple skin? You don't know. I do not discriminate. But is he a dark skinned boy?
Well, he's Hawaiian.
No,
So
tan.
he's tan skin. Just got a good tan. We would call that olive skin over here.
What? Yeah, I get that, but when you look at the little boy, I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, that is tanned skin. I have heard it all.
Received.
Is
Yeah,
Lelani
he's olive skin.
and her son is Hawaiian.
Yeah, he's got an olive complexion.
Okay, so that's the end of that call.
Yeah, Grammy says both texts came from Daniel's phone to the babysitter.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that one sec. So he's claiming he sees the baby at 6 o'clock before he goes to work.
Mm-hmm.
And so what? Leilani was sleeping, and she wakes up 2 hours later, 3 hours later to say that he's been found. I mean, he's missing.
Yeah, the door's open, but I want to know, how could Daniel's phone be used if he was at work at 9:15?
I mean, we don't have a big timeline. We're in 4 days. Hey, Sherry. I wonder if the husband went to work that day.
Well, that's my question. I mean, like Granny said, that the text came from Daniel's phone. Well, if
Yeah.
Daniel was supposedly gone to work at 6 a.m., how was he possibly sending, unless he left his phone at home and Lelani was using his phone, let's see, or he didn't go to work? Which, wonder which scenario that is.
Now, I don't know. Let's hear what the
Thanks,
babysitter
Shashay.
said. So they actually took down the babysitter. She took down the stream off of her Facebook page.
She did.
Thank God we happened to find it. Someone let us know that, what's her name? Ziggy?
Ziggy, yeah.
I don't know Ziggy. Wait, I know who is Ziggy's the one in the Summer Wells case, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I know who Ziggy is. Okay, that's Ziggy's link. She happens to have the full interview with no interruptions on the babysitter. But I guess the babysitter has taken this off of Facebook.
She sure has.
So let me just get to where.
My name is.
Okay, did you just hear her?
Yes, darling, I did.
Oh, wait. How is that only 2 minutes and 54 seconds? Okay, let's listen anyways. We'll get the gist of it. I got to use the little girl's room. Be right back.
Diana McCart.
You've muted it, babe.
Oh.
Beyond that, we need to find Quinton. The cops has not let us know anything. I know they're working. I've seen them working, but I feel like they need to let us know something. People are concerned. People are crying. People are hurt. Just because Quinton, Monkey as I call him, was not our babies. There's so many people that love him and are just needing to know.
What are the odds that I'm choking thinking about this? That she calls him Monkey like Michael Vaughn. That just really hit my heart hard for some reason.
Oh, we need to know where he is. We need to know what happened to him. We need to hear something from FBI, whoever's in charge, and let us know where Monkey is. Or what do they think's happened? You ain't got to give all the details. Let us know something. We are gasping at straws. We need to know. People love him that's never met him. You know why? Because he's a child. He is a baby. He is a human being. We need to find him. We need to know something. If people need to go out and look more, tell us. Let us know something. Give us anything because people need to know. Please make this go viral. Please, people need to know, what are y'all doing that is helping Monkey? What are y'all doing that is finding him? Because we don't know. You're not on Buckhalter. You're not on Gerard. Our street is dead. We need to know where he is. We need to know something. Please, whoever is in charge, let us know. There is people that's been praying for him and is so heartbroken because we know nothing. He's been missing for over 48 hours now. We need to know what y'all are doing. We need to know. We need to hear. We love you, Monkey. If anybody knows anything, please contact the police. Please let them know what you know. We are desperate. No, it's not about anybody else but Monkey.
Hey,
But we
DG.
need to know what's going on. Please.
Okay, that was not the video that I thought it was, but you know what? I am going to go ahead, and he's probably going to hit me, but I'm going to share no thanks because he had her on today. 1 sec.
Oh, I want to know.
I like Doug.
I'm not talking about that. What I was going to say is,
Even though
I want to know how a 20-month-old child can open a front door and go out of a house and disappear.
Hey, Monica. Yeah, it's still weird how Kylie was in that very back hatch. Yeah, we're going to have to wait if they're ever going to release documents like cause of death, water in her lungs, toxicology. But I mean, even Elsa or the other girl, like you're gonna watch your friend fall into a hole, and then you're gonna, well, how are you getting home, Kylie? Like you're not driving, are you? Like I really don't think so. Let me call your mom to come get you. So I'm gonna try to skip through their commentary, but I just wanted to hear when she talks about the day that the phone calls and the text messages come in. So, Doug?
Yeah, DD, why isn't the mother making this plea? Good question, DD.
This woman says that the mother would never went to work and she would babysit every day while the grandma went to work, and then she would catch her smoking cigarettes and hide when she went outside. I guess she lives a couple houses away. Okay, let's listen to, I'm going to try to bypass the commentary so Doug doesn't get mad at me.
I'm here to start drama. I'm not an attention seeker. So I don't want anyone to think that, like I'm not. And I wasn't even going to say anything
this video
until,
and I'll put it in the description.
What happened today. And this is not directly about Quinton. I don't know any more than y'all do know about Baby Q.
So she calls him Baby Q. If it's anyone's baby, I
think these kids probably
no. I get it to where
start from the beginning. How me a message saying when you get on, if you put at everyone, then it'll share with everyone.
here's a public service announcement. Quit put.
That's weird.
Lelani was nowhere in sight. I called Billie Jo. She got in contact with Lelani. Lelani was home. She was just in the house somewhere.
Okay, I'm going to the little girl's room.
Exactly.
They would drop them off.
So did you hear what she just said? She said that one at 18 months and one at 2. I understand. And mother still probably has.
For this, I want you to keep the babies permanently until I can get back home.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be hat podcast. I got to use
these kids should have never been in another home.
They got their kids at this.
About 2 to 3 hours later, she calls me back. She said, well, I'm going to give Lelani a chance. You know, she's a young mother. I've got to be able to try to trust her.
Trust her with a grocery list, getting gas and bringing you the change. Whatever that is,
right?
You know what I mean? Start small.
Start with can she keep a chia pet alive?
It's not her choice.
Can she keep up with it? You know,
she can choose whoever she wants to give a chance. Besides Lelani, she's not allowed to be alone with those kids.
No, that's what I don't understand. Like, if she was supposed to be around the kids, she never would have lost custody of them in the first place. So I'm pretty sure she's not supposed to be watching them.
Right. I mean, why wouldn't they go through the courts or go through the legal process to let Lelani watch? I think Lelani just couldn't do it. Frustration, coming down off drugs or on drugs.
Hey, Pete.
Hit a child, beat a child, do whatever you want. And then 3 hours from 6 a.m. till 9 a.m. you have to hide it.
Yeah, that's what I don't.
She said, I've did a lot of bad things. I got my kids taken away, and I want Lelani.
So the grandmother's gotten her
Wow.
kids taken away before in the past, and she was able to get custody of these kids? What
Yeah,
the
how
hell's
does
wrong with our system?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll show you all of Billie Jo's
So
background.
Billie Jo loses her
She
kids
had
in the
a
past,
trouble
but is
background.
able to
She
get
really
legal
did.
custody of these two kids, Quinton and his brother.
She must have turned her life around.
How does
but
that work?
She did have
I don't know.
a trouble
That's
back.
a huge red
trouble
flag. That
past.
should never. No.
A couple hours to make up,
For that, I don't want.
Love you, Doug. Love
Makes
you,
me so
Canary.
freaking angry.
and they have been.
To. I mean, they don't really.
Yes, because even when she was off,
Hey, Norma.
Hey, Norma.
I had him.
Jam.
She didn't know that we could.
What?
Doug.
Yeah.
8:30, we was outside. We did not see Quinton. Nowhere.
All right, let's go back to this. All right. So we got timeline going here.
Didn't hear nothing back from him.
Let's think about the timeline. And Kaz, let's make a mental note. What did we say earlier? What was that first?
Well, 6 a.m., Daniel said that he last saw Quinton.
Mm-hmm.
At 9...
There was something in the very beginning that it was just a boom, a contradiction right off the first sentence.
Well, it was about, in regard to the eviction notice, where she told that it was said in the news report, where Billie Jo said she wanted Lelani and Daniel and the 3 kids to be gone, because she was sick of the damage.
Yeah, explain that. So she's talking about having custody of the kids, and people are thinking that. But then right there, it states, unless it was the typo from the reporter or not understanding at that time that the grandma has custody of the kids, I don't know.
I got up. My husband went to work around 7:30. We was outside. My son also lives on this road, so he was going to work as well around 8:30. From 7:30.
Junie, it reminds me of Xavier's son. Xavier's best friend's mom, how she was just so into finding Xavier, and his mother never came around. Yeah, you can tell that this woman is definitely. I mean, my God, she watched 3 kids for $30 a day, and they didn't. She'll tell you.
30 until 8:30, we was outside. We did not see Quinton. Nowhere.
Was the cars in the driveway? Were people gone? All we know is Danny was
said
gone.
there was a 529
So the
call saying
babysitter
they didn't need the babysitter.
Okay. So me and my.
Hey, Linda.
Hey, Linda, what'd you say, Kaz?
Leonard Love said there was a phone call at 5:29 saying that they didn't need the babysitter.
Yeah, she's going to say that in this interview.
My oldest daughter here with me, we go over there. We get in the car and we go over there. I let my other daughter out. When we get over there, I asked, okay, he's a little boy. He likes to play and seek. He likes to get in my daughter's closet and play. He could be in a closet. He could be in a cabinet. Maybe he's playing hide and seek. Me and my daughter help you look. They didn't want that. He stood there. He looked at me with the most coldest look I've ever seen and said, we've already looked.
How interesting is that? We already looked. Okay, well, let's look again.
Wow.
Okay, Raybird, thanks for that, sweetheart.
Mainers took Jared Golden at his.
Raybird said the reporter was incorrect. She said she didn't want the babies gone, just her daughter and the boyfriend. Thanks, Raybird. Yeah, Ashley, I'd be looking and double checking.
Anybody can have a bad opinion about those guys, but they're doing the Lord's work. I don't care how you look.
And I wasn't even going to say anything.
I'll be okay with that.
Make that one.
So I don't want anyone to think that, like, I'm not. And I wasn't even going to say anything.
Of her own kids, then why are they still being left in her care?
I kept texting Billie Jo. I took my daughter.
Pretty much.
They were stuck in
Of her own kids.
like
So
CPS.
I started keeping them, and I didn't know anything at all. And then the more I seen a lot of stuff, and I was concerned. No, I did not call DFAX because I voiced all my questions and concerns to Billie Jo, the grandmother. She told me that she had custody of the boys. I didn't know why. She didn't tell me that. But they were staying with Lelani. Billie Jo worked out of town. So when I started seeing things that wasn't quite right, I would call Billie Jo and I would tell her. I would text her. She didn't answer. She was at work. She'd text me back and she'd say, okay, I'm going to talk to Lelani. Several times the boys were outside. One particular morning, they were outside in the ditch. My daughter seen them and come running in. We went down there. Lelani was nowhere in sight.
The boys were out in the ditch. Autumn says this kooky babysitter was probably trying to save Quinton from what she thought was a bad family situation. She would want the abduction to occur on a day when she was not babysitting.
Ma, I've got this interview without all this commentary if you want to.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and share that, Kaz, please.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't want Doug to get mad at me. Yes, Peach Jam, this is the babysitter. That's interesting, Autumn. Like, we like to hear everyone's thoughts and opinions over here. We don't. I'm not gonna. Oh my God, you must be crazy to think that. Gosh, mods, get rid of her. No. I mean, you know what? At the end of the day, Autumn, I've seen so many crazy things that absolutely would not surprise me. But I'm leaning more towards them hurting, doing something because of the eviction coming up and the moms wanting to keep the babies. And I just think this was something vindictive like Casey Anthony and Megan Boswell. But that's my opinion. Okay, I am officially going to the ladies' room.
All right, just let me know if you can hear this.
Okay.
Hang on. She's not talking yet. She's still not talking.
And I wasn't even going to say anything.
Yes.
Until what happened today. And this is not directly about Quinton. I don't know any more than y'all do know about Baby Q. It's just something that happened today that I wanted to get straight, clear the air. Stand up for myself, definitely. So, what time is it? What time is it? Okay. I got just a few more minutes, guys. I told everybody 8, but I wanted to go ahead and let some people get on.
Right, I'll just go forward a little bit.
There's a lot of people right now sending me friend requests. Honestly, I don't know how to get off and then accept it and get on. So I'm just gonna stay on here. Hopefully I did make it public so everybody should be able to see.
I put the captions on for
someone just
anybody.
sent me a message saying when you get on, if you put at everyone, then it'll share with everyone.
Just move it up a little bit.
Why I'm not talking out and why I'm not saying nothing. Because I didn't feel like it was my place. I did keep Quinton, and I'm going to start from the beginning. How I met Billie Jo and Lelani is through a lady that used to go to my church, Miss Sandra. Her and her mother, Miss Audrey, they're very awesome people. And she called me and asked me, told me the situation, and asked me if I was interested. The next day, I got a call from Billie Jo asking me if I could keep her 2 grandbabies. And I said yes. Going in, I had never met them. I didn't know the situation that was going on with Lelani, Billie Jo, Danny, none of them. I started keeping them, and I didn't know anything at all. And then the more I seen a lot of stuff, and I was concerned. No, I did not call DFAX because I voiced all my questions and concerns to Billie Jo, the grandmother. She told me that she had custody of the boys. I didn't know why. She didn't tell me that. But they were staying with Lelani. Billie Jo worked out of town. So when I started seeing things that wasn't quite right, I would call Billie Jo and I would tell her. I would text her. She didn't answer. She was at work. She'd text me back and she'd say, okay, I'm going to talk to Lelani. Several times the boys were outside. One particular morning, they were outside in the ditch. My daughter seen them and come running in. We went down there. Lelani was nowhere in sight. I called Billie Jo. She got in contact with Lelani.
See, she lives close to them.
Yeah.
I mean, really close to them.
Well, she can see the house from her house. I mean,
yeah. Especially when she talks about in this interview when she would go hide. You'll hear what I'm talking about. Yeah, so she lives close, so I'm surprised that they don't know each other as neighbors and they met through someone in church. But hey, is what it is.
Lelani was home. She was just in the house somewhere. They would drop them off with no diapers. They would drop them off with no pull-ups. And when the baby came, Sky, they wouldn't send no milk. 2 days, I had to call Danny because Lelani wouldn't answer me, which is her fiance, to bring me milk for Sky. I kept texting Billie Jo. My daughter took pictures and sent them to
for 1 second. Jeez.
Sure.
You know, I can understand that. Okay, so the grandmother supposedly has custody of the kids. They're all living together. So at the end of the day, the kids are the grandma's responsibility. Even the grandma, I don't think the grandma goes to work at 5:30 in the morning, but why would the baby be sent there with no milk? Like the grandma's not. I mean, what the hell is going on? They're all at fault. If the grandma's at the house too, how is the baby showing up with no milk?
Well, I think what she said is the Billie Jo works out of state, so she's away for a week, and then she comes home on the weekends. So she's not there during the week.
So the grandma's not there during the week. Okay, I'm going to give her a pass on that one then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But irrespective, she's got custody of the kids, and she's still letting her daughter really look after them, even though the babysitter has them during the day. I mean,
so does that mean that do you think that, so there's reasons why the grandma does that? Either you're petrified of leaving your grandkids with the mother, but after seeing grandma's record, I don't know if that's the case anymore. Or you're trying to keep the kids away from Lelani, but if that's the case, why do you have her living in your house?
Well, I think that's why she started the eviction process.
I would like to see pictures of the damage in the house. Okay.
All right.
To Billie Jo of Quinton having bruises. Everything that I'm telling you can be backed up. This is not hearsay. This is not me trying to get attention. Who wants to get attention over a baby? We sent her pictures. I sent her multiple texts. She texted me back one day and she said, okay, I'm tired of this. I want you to keep the babies permanently until I can get back home. I told her I would. And I did.
Wait, pause that.
So,
yeah, I was going to.
I want you to keep the babies permanently
Until she gets back from her work. So in other words, to keep him at her house, don't let her daughter have them until she gets back home.
Absolutely. So what does that tell you? Either
Well,
they were fighting and she's holding and it seems like all of these fights that these kids are pulled between them like rag dolls.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but I think a couple of them are a few fries short of a Happy Meal.
And it's concerning that Quinton had these bruises on him.
Absolutely.
it was about 2 to 3 hours later, she calls me back. She said, well, I'm going to give Lelani a chance. You know, she's a young mother. I've got to be able to try to trust her. She said, I did a lot of bad things. I got my kids taken away. And I want Lelani, I want her to know that she can do anything she wants to do. And I'm going to support her. So I didn't keep them day and night. Lelani made it clear to me that she didn't want me to keep them like her mother had wanted me to. So I kept them during the day. They dropped them off at between 5:30 and 6, and they picked them up. Was supposed to, their schedule was 3:30, but sometimes they worked over and said her boyfriend would text me and say, I need to work a couple extra hours to make up hours. So can you keep them until 6? I would do that. We fed them. We took them places. I love them. They're kids. Like, who's not going to love a kid? So
see right there in her smile how much she enjoys kids. Her face, when she said that, her face just lit up. I think this babysitter,
I don't think the babysitter's got anything to do with him going
I don't think so either. But the day the kids were playing in the ditch, like we're talking about, there's a 4-month-old. Ray Bird said again, hey, Bernadette, I don't know what Ray Bird said. There's a 2-year-old, a 1-year-old, and a 4-month-old.
Yeah. A 4-month and a 3-year-old, and then they got 20 months.
And Sky is the baby that she would watch for free that wouldn't come over with the Pampers on, that wouldn't have milk or pull-ups.
Or diapers, yeah.
Wait a sec. Hey, Meep. Right, Meep? I was saying that earlier, and Megan Boswell. Hey, Dee Dee. I forgot what I was just going to say. What were you saying right that second, Cass? I got sidetracked.
About the diapers. Like, the baby not having diapers.
Is
Quinton not having pull-ups.
So is Quinton still in diapers at his age, though?
Well, he'd be in pull-ups at 20 months. He'd still be being potty trained, I reckon, at 20 months.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I had one that was like 15 months, 16 months. I mean, I guess everyone's different.
Yeah. Anyway, let's keep going.
Little backstory of how I even met them. Okay, now let's get to the day that this happened. I keep them every day, Monday through Friday. I kept them sometimes at night. At 5:29, they text me. No, I'm sorry. Tuesday afternoon, they went home at 4:30, 5 o'clock. I got up in the morning at 5 o'clock on Wednesday because they usually got here around 5:30, 6 o'clock. I get a text at 5:29 saying, the kid from Danny, the kids are not coming. Lelani is with them.
There it is.
I put okay. Was it a little unusual? Yes, because even when she was off, I had them. She didn't know that we could see her. They sit on the front porch, but if me and the kids, and my kids too, but mine are basically grown.
The key word right there, Did you hear what she said? Go back 5 seconds. What she says about who's sitting on the porch? Not her.
Well,
Listen,
I did hear it. Hang on.
listen what she says.
I did hear it.
Was it a little unusual? Yes, because even when she was off, I had them. She didn't know that we could see her. They sit on the front porch. But if me and the kids, and my kids too, but mine are basically grown.
They sit on the front porch. Wait a second. If the guy's going to bed, if the guy's going to work at 5:30 in the morning and dropping the kid off, then who is they?
The babysitter is referring to
Lelani.
Lelani and Danny. They sit on the porch. But
okay, but why would Danny be on the porch? Danny's supposed to be going to work at 5:30 and dropping the kid off to go to work.
Yeah, but I don't think she's just referring to the morning, sweater. I think she's referring to at any time of the day or the weekend, they sit on the porch, and she can see them on the porch from her house.
But it's weird that it's the they, because during the day when she's got the kid, not on the weekends, he is there. Sometimes he comes and picks up the kid late. But she just said that she would see, it might not even be Danny, but it's just weird that it's a they sitting on the couch while she's babysitting the children a couple houses down. This is such a weird situation. I don't think the kid's Shay because she's got the kids. She says, while I'm babysitting the kids, they don't know that I can see them. Yeah, just go back and play it through again one more time, Kaz, and I'm going to shut up. To where you see that they.
I'm gonna go from there.
Yeah,
on Wednesday, guys, because they usually got here around 5:30, 6 o'clock. I get a text at 5:29 saying the kid from Danny, the kids are not coming. Lelani is with them. I put okay. Was it a little unusual? Yes, because even when she was off, I had them. She didn't know that we could see her. They sit on the front porch. But if me and the kids and my kids,
even when she's off.
Yes. Yes, even when she's off, they sit on the front porch. So it could be Danny, could be grandma, could be grandpa. I don't know, but I'm saying it goes
be her
from
and the kids too.
She's not, honey, because she's babysitting the kids. Even when even when she's off, I've got the
kids, yeah. And they sit on the front porch.
And they sit on the front porch. They. It's just weird that Danny should have his butt at work.
Kids too, but mine are basically grown, would go to leave. She would be on the front porch smoking, but she would duck and run inside so we wouldn't see her. But I had no problem keeping the babies. Was it for money? No, it wasn't. I charged them. I didn't even charge them for Sky. I charged them for the 2 boys, and it was $15 a piece, $30 a day. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So I text Danny, okay. Didn't hear nothing back from him. I got up. My husband went to work around 7:30. We was outside. My son also lives on this road, so he was going to work as well around 8:30. From 7:30 until 8:30, we was outside. We did not see Quinton. Nowhere.
Well, then that's an interesting thing. So Danny said that he last saw him at 6 a.m. and then they did the missing persons at 9:15 a.m. But if they were out on their porch and did not see Quinton leave the house from the front door all during the morning, where'd he go?
Exactly. They had that. We're talking about a 3-hour time frame that they had.
Yeah.
So then me and my girls, we go to McDonald's. They want a McDonald's. I live on Chatham Parkway. The McDonald's is literally right down the road. On our way back, I get a text from Danny. He says, have you seen Quinton? I said, no, why? Well, immediately I called him. And he said they couldn't find Quinton. Okay. So me and my oldest daughter here with me, we go over there. We get in the car and we go over there. I let my other daughter out. When we get over there, I asked, okay, he's a little boy. He likes to play and seek. He likes to get in my daughter's closet and play. He could be in a closet. He could be in a cabinet. Maybe he's playing hide and go seek. Me and my daughter help you look. They didn't want that. He stood there. He looked at me with the most coldest look I've ever seen and said, "We've already looked."
Weird.
I said, okay. So I stood there for a minute and I looked around outside of where I was. Lelani was smoking a cigarette and Danny was standing there. And I go to get in my car. I was going to call Billie Jo, and I did call Billie Jo. She didn't call him. Lelani didn't call the.
Hang on a minute. So they're just standing around having a cigarette, and they have at this time they haven't called the grandmother.
Please, until
red flags.
Called anybody.
Red flags here. Red flags.
Oh, there's so many red flags.
Shredder.
Hey, Shredder, tatement, baby.
I said, "Have you called the police?" And then she calls the police.
Oh, far out.
So we started to leave. Cops came behind me. I could not leave. I guess they said what was on the property had to stay there until after they checked everything. So I left. I came back maybe about 30 minutes later. I asked Lelani and Danny, I said, "Do you want me to take Zane home? So, y'all got a lot going on." She said yes. Danny said yes. I asked them to get me some shoes for the baby. They got me shoes. I came home. I called Billie Jo. Billie Jo had no idea. I've never spoke badly about Billie Jo. But today, she came to my house after I told her, I texted her. She called me at 6:30 this morning. I'm sorry, I'm everywhere because this has been a lie. She called me at 6:30 this morning. We were talking. Everything was good. I texted her. I told her I was going to cook, that we were going to get flyers and put them everywhere of Quinton, and that we was going to do a prayer circle over here. Never said that we was going to do a memorial for Quinton because I didn't believe he was alive or that he had passed. Never did I say that. And I can back all this up because we have cameras. Like everything I'm saying to you, I can back up.
Boom.
And it's just ridiculous. So she told me basically not to text her no more because she thought that I was overstepping. Well, I am just the babysitter, but I took care of them kids when they're.
That right there is red flag 999. So now after all of this woman basically babysitting these kids for free, milk, pull-ups, Pampers, this, that, the other thing, and you wanted her to keep these kids permanently to giving her a chance to the baby missing, now the babysitter is overstepping her boundaries. What a crock of shit.
Mother didn't take care of them. And I don't really have nothing to say bad about Danny because he would actually ask me these last few weeks, "Miss Michelle, did the kids have everything they need? Do they have pull-ups?" Because Lelani wouldn't do that. Now, another thing I want to get to, Billie Jo, after she barged in my house, after all that, she come down the road. I don't live far from her. She barged in my house. This is all on camera. I jump out my chair. She gets in my face, cussing me. I cussed her back. I said some pretty bad words. Yes, I did. Because she barged in my house. Okay. My daughter was also recording. She tried to take the phone from my daughter. She told me that she thought I took her grandbaby.
Oh,
like, that is the worst thing that you could ever said to me. That is worse than punching me in the face.
Oh my God.
Hey, Benton, there's sound, Benton. Did she just say, wait, what did she say? She took her grandbaby?
Yeah, Billie Jo accused the babysitter of taking a grandbaby.
Hey, seashells, wait till you guys see Grammy's record. This is amazing. So now she's taken the baby after you wanted to give the kid to her permanently. What the heck?
hit me. I'm not scared of her. She didn't hit me. She just yelled in my face a lot, but I yelled right back. Okay.
Facebook page.
Pardon?
I found Lelani's Facebook page. Oh, is she pretty? But I found her Facebook.
Okay.
We'll share it after this. I'm going to get a drink.
Okay, I'll keep going.
She said that I had sold her grandbaby.
Oh, please.
How do you do that? Someone that has been good to your grandkids, someone that has 6 kids of her own that are grown. How do you do that to somebody? And then she started screaming all the way down the road for my neighbors to hear. And like, I don't care because they know me. They know the person I am. And then she started saying that she paid $700 for my kids to go to Splash in the Burris. My kids are grown, okay? She asked me to take Quinton and Zane. Yes, she did buy the tickets. Just like I told the FBI agent, I never used them tickets. Them tickets are still there. The ticket thing is still on my phone. I never took her grandkids. I never took mine. She's never did nothing for me. I literally did not charge them a lot of money to keep these babies because I was worried about these babies. And not only me, there's neighbors up and down this road that has seen these babies outside. And I'm getting a lot of mad faces, and that's okay because I have the truth. Every text that I have sent Billie Jo is on these phones. Every text, every conversation I've had with Billie Jo is recorded in my house. So the FBI can check this. I don't care. Like, I never want to go bash nobody. I am a Christian.
What the heck?
I mean, thank goodness that she has got all this security in the house. It's a shame that you need it. But in circumstances like this,
really seashells. Damn Stockton serial killer.
Christian, but a Christian can stand up for herself, especially when you accuse me of stealing your grandbaby.
Oh my God.
I would never do that. I don't have anything on my record. I've never had defects at my house. My kids are grown. My kids have done really good. Like, I'm not, and I have no reason to judge anybody. I mean, I've did stuff in my life. I'm not perfect, but never the stuff like that. And I just love these kids. And I didn't steal nobody. I didn't.
One second. What do you think? What do you think made Grandma change her mind from wanting her to keep the kids all the time away from her to completely flipping? It's almost like, I mean, it's almost like she's manic. Hey, souls, that's
I
just
think it's
weird.
guilt. I think it's guilt.
It
That
could.
the fact that she changed her mind and allowed her daughters to have the babies at the house while she was away working, instead of allowing the Miss Michelle here to have the babies and keep them with her. I think that is 100% guilt. So she's projecting now
Yes, Lynn.
her guilt onto Michelle.
And seashells, there's 3 kids. There's 2 boys and there's a little girl. But I'm going to show you Lelani's page because I found it. It's funny. She says that she's single like a Pringle. Okay, let's finish with the babysitter. If you want, Cash, you can speed it up to 1.25.
Okay, give me a second.
Sad.
It is sad.
I didn't do anything wrong. So she can bash me all she wants to, but God don't like ugly. And it's going to come back on her for doing this 100%. So somebody keeps asking me, do I think Lelani done it? I'm going to tell you this, that a mother that lets her kids outside, that doesn't watch them, that numerous people have seen, that they're bruised, they're dirty, and there's plenty of evidence of this. You tell me what you think. I told Billie Jo my concerns. I sent her stuff, and she didn't listen to me. So she can't blame anybody but herself for what has happened. Nobody. And I see a lot of people commenting, but I can't do that. I can't answer all these questions right now. I don't know much about what's going on over there. I don't know what the FBI is saying. I did talk to the FBI. They checked my cameras. I told them I would when I called the police today on her because I was going to press charges. You can't just bust in someone's house, and I'm still going to do it. I'm calling a lawyer Monday morning. You can't just bust in someone's house and then try to take their daughter's cell phone and hit their hand. You can't do that. Like, that's not allowed. But this has got out of hand. This is about Quinton. This is about Monkey. And yes, I am just a babysitter, I guess. But I watched out for them kids more than their mother ever did. So you can say what you want about me, have all the opinions you want, but it doesn't matter because I know the truth and other people know the truth. And that is exactly what I wanted to say. That's it.
Okay. Well, there you go. Well, amen. Yeah, no, but amen. It's oh, Ma sent me a little present. What she sent me?
Yeah, Grandma kind of flipped the switch, huh?
Flipped the switch. That's an understatement. Okay, you send me Lelani.
Here's Lelani, the babies, and I guess she's a pretty girl.
And she last posted on here in 2020.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just giving you guys an idea of who she is.
Yeah.
She's pretty.
She looks like a younger version of her mum.
She's a pretty girl. Aw.
Aww.
I don't know. She looks like a good mom here. Pictures are deceiving, but she reminds me of Megan Boswell.
Oh,
There's Grandma. Aww. I want to be understood. I want to be cuddled. I want to be hugged. I want to be comforted. I just want someone to notice me. So I wonder who this is. Has anyone seen a picture of? Wow, Danielle, Lynn, Lisa, Savannah, and Kimberly.
I think I may have found Quinton's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is to the mom. Here's the mom's Facebook page. One sec. Let's see if we can find a. What is his name again? The boyfriend?
Jason Youngkin.
That's not Jason, is it? No.
Daniel Youngkin. The Jason Simon is Quinton's dad.
I've got a Daniel Stevens and a Mitchell Daniel Jr. But even though this was 20, she stated that she was single.
Yeah. Look up Daniel. Look up Simon. Jason Simon in her friend list.
And here's Mom. Oh, she posted October 8th. Oh, look at her little face. Okay, so, oh, look at that picture of him.
Yeah, it's a cutie patootie. Yeah, that photo looks just like his dad in that photo.
My little monkey do. He is the sweetest little thing. Oh wait. Oh, it's music.
No, Lynn. That's actually the mother of Quinton. Ah, Grammy says she also has a Facebook page with a boyfriend's last name, Ma.
Oh, does she? And that is what's his name again?
Youngkin,
Young.
Young Kin.
I mean, she's got a lot of videos. Look at the little play area they have.
It's huge. I'm gonna have to walk around now.
Aw.
I'm a hurting.
Okay, but Kaz, we're just gonna we'll look into that. But she's a pretty girl, Leilani. I was actually trying to find a mugshot, but all right, Kaz, let's just do the background and we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
This is all you, baby.
All right. Well, first of all, we'll
She's
start off.
Hawaiian. Beep. Oh, Leilani is definitely Hawaiian.
Yeah. I'm
Hey,
going to start off with Mother, Billie Jo.
Well,
start
Lynn,
with the mother.
it's a weird situation with what the babysitter said. How the mom seemed to want the kids, obviously not with Leilani, but she was living at the house, and then she accused the babysitter of kidnapping the kid. But this is Grandma. Grandma's a naughty girl.
Yeah. I'll just take off that message. All right. So this is Billie Jo. Now, Billie Jo Howell is also known as Billie Jo Beaverton, and Swain, and Horn, and Simon. So,
Yeah, she's pretty, Leilani.
I'll just skip
Shame
all
that
the
she
way
seems
down.
like
Sorry if I'm giving anybody a headache. I'm just going down to the bottom. Oh, I don't want to give out a social security number. So they've lived in South Carolina, Florida. She's been around. Okay. So this is 2002, and there's earlier ones. This is just a second-degree misdemeanor. Only a second-degree it was petty theft. And then she got into introduction and or possession of contraband into a county detention facility in
Hey, Jay Hughes.
2004.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, I can't really talk on that one, but
then she had a violation of a jail rule in 2004. That's a photograph of her when she was in Clay County Jail in Florida in 2005.
So Raybird says that she has custody of the two boys, but not the baby girl. So is the baby girl
Guy
Daniel's kid?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Lanky.
Hey,
Love
sweet.
you more, babe.
So that's Billie Jo there. 2005, driving without a license. 2011, fraud, illegal use of credit cards to obtain goods.
Look at that.
2011, grand
Illegal
theft.
credit cards. That's nice. So Peach Jam says that Leilani means heavenly flower.
Ooh.
Yeah, Youngkins. Yeah, Grammy H. Daniel Youngkins.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We got his.
We got two more reports after this, guys.
Driving without a license, seatbelt violation, just a couple of little things on there, and then grand larceny. Oh, there's a mugshot.
She's hey Doug, I used a little bit of your clip earlier. I hope you don't get mad at me. I'm gonna put your link in my description and I dropped it in my chat. I love Doug.
And then, grand theft. She had a
I've been
felony in
how long have I
2002.
been trying to talk to Doug, Kaz?
For ages.
Yeah, Doug, I'm really trying to get a hold of you and talk to you on the phone for a minute.
Yeah, so that's Billie Jo.
I was hoping you would be my future ex-husband. I'm only kidding, Doug. I'm only
All
kidding.
right, let's go to a daughter now.
Yeah, I like you guys heard what I said about Doug earlier. I like Doug. Okay, I'm gonna email you my phone number, Doug. I need you to call me, okay? Okay, thank you.
It's taking its time coming up.
Okay, so who are we on?
Lelani.
When Doug said that he was gonna wrap those people's legs around their heads, I think I kept telling Kaz like all the things that he was saying. He had me dying. I'm like, can you please explain to me how do you wrap someone's legs around their face? So that was great. Okay, let me shut. Like you're gonna get me in trouble.
All right, 2021 is her latest one. We didn't have time to pull this case number up.
Yeah, we did. We got the screenshots of them.
No, that was 2021, sweetheart.
Okay, well, we do have those. So let me know when you want me to pull them up.
Yeah, but that was criminal traffic anyway. This is the 2021 where she got done for drugs. And we actually pulled the case up on this one.
Yes,
and then she also got a burglary first degree felony in June 16th, 2020.
Oh, Norma. Talking about Doug's got them pretty eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, I like Doug. Doug's funny. He does say funny things. And sometimes I think, did he just say that? Okay, so they're kind of both thiefy. Oh, I love your eyebrows, Jennifer. So they're kind of both stealing cars, breaking and entering.
Oh, yeah. And Daniel's only got some minor traffic infringements.
Okay,
He's
well, we
pretty
still want to
boring.
see. We still want to see.
Yep, I'm just
Norma's blushing.
Oh, le momento, my dear. What's that supposed
Great, Ashley. Yeah, he's funny, Doug. I want him to explain to me about wrapping legs around the face. I just. So this is Daniel.
This is Daniel's. Yeah.
Okay. And remember what the babysitter said. The babysitter said that Daniel was real. I mean, seemed like a decent guy. He would ask if you had everything that you needed. So maybe Lelani was on her own.
Well, Daniel is 28, so he is where Leilani's only 22. So Daniel's just got traffic. What's he got here? Oh, this one's criminal. So this one.
But I'm saying, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know. I mean, Lelani may have been working on her own. Does she have a car? Does she drive? Does she leave the house? Or does she just smoke cigarettes on the porch all day and then smoke weed? Like what is her deal? Why can't she watch the kid when she's alone? Was the grandma trying to keep the kid from Lelani? Then why have her live with you? And now you're dealing with the eviction?
I suppose she thought she was doing the right thing. Yeah,
Oh,
so Daniel's only Only got a couple of misdemeanor traffic speeding.
Kaz, Doug's being sexual.
Ooh.
Look at what he said. Hang on.
It's simply modified Kama Sutra move.
I'm setting Doug a Twister game. I want to see Doug do Twister on the live one time.
That'd be fun. Yeah, so that's just Daniel. So do you
all right, let me show you these last two reports.
Screenshot, yeah.
And then we're gonna wrap it up, guys. We gotta put some oil. We gotta put some oil in the roux.
Yes.
I mean, these aren't really important. These are just on.
It's just the drug charges.
Lelani, Maree, Marie, Simon. The address talks about, this is the year of birth 1999, last updated 9/16/92. Case type criminal, and then it's I guess they're like criminal traffic. So at one point she was pulled over and they found drugs during a traffic stop.
Correct.
And then there's this one. So yeah, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree with Grandma. It seems to me like these two are fighting over a child, and I just see Megan Boswell, this Casey Anthony too, but yeah. So this was just a different number, same day.
Yeah. One was traffic, and one was for drugs.
1 second. Did I open up? 1 sec. Turning into a pumpkin. It's 1:30 in the morning.
Huh.
Yeah, and she's a pretty girl. I hope that she's not on the meth, guys, because we saw what that does to you. Gosh, you're looking like a overcooked pizza pie. Doug, can you drop your email, please, in chat? He said the pretzel. I don't know. I don't know what the pretzel is. So Meep. So the grandmother put out an eviction notice and filed the eviction to get those two out.
Yep.
And was it actually the day that they were supposed to move out was the day that he went missing, or was that just hearsay?
I don't know. I can't say yay or nay until we've looked at that documentation.
Yeah. All right, I'm waiting for Doug's email, and then we're going to wrap it up. Right, Junie? He's so cute. But, and you have to ask, I wonder if the grandma was really closer to him, because was it like revenge against the grandma or revenge against evicting them? Like, Lelani looks like those pictures with the kids and stuff, like she looks like a young, happy little mom. Hey, Lana. I know, Lana, but the pictures seem like she's real into taking pictures with the kids and lots of videos. Doug, drop your email, please. Kaz has got to go oil her joints. Okay. Everyone, thank you for coming in. Kaz, thank you. I love you.
Love you too, darling.
Jennifer's, love you all. I love Jennifer's eyebrows. I'm going to email you after this, Doug, and everyone, keep your baby safe and stay vigilant. I should have the ending for the live by tomorrow so everyone can chat for a few minutes after.
Sure will.
All right. Everyone, have a good week. Bye, Kat.
Bye. I'll see you on the flip side.
What were you going to say?
That's all right. I've just got a text message and it kind of threw me off. It's all right.
Hey, Cobalt Blue. Oh, Cobalt Blue says, what do you want to know about the brother of Lelani who was also living there? You can email Kaz and I at MonkieMar, truecrime@gmail.com, and we will love to hear all of it.
Yep.
Kaz, Chisme, hey girl, you were going to say hit the thumbs down or thumbs up?
I was going to say, If you would be kind enough on the way out, if you haven't already done so, if you could hit the thumbs up, we greatly appreciate it. If you didn't like what you've seen today, hit the thumbs down, whichever you prefer.
Yes,
But
Jennifer,
we want to concede.
I've been on an eyebrow kick. You can ask Kaz, like crazy eyebrow kick. Okay.
Oh, you want to know what my text message said, Shredder? Ooh, that's
Email
secret
us.
Kaz.
Give us the email.
What
We'll
emails?
get right back to you. All right, guys. Have a good night. I mean, good rest of your week. Oh, it's actually 1:30 in the morning. Jeez. He was in prison 2011, but could be out and living there now. He was arrested for murder. Oh, well, we'll be looking into that right now. All right, guys. We are out of here.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Right,
Ciao,
Shred?
fellas.